once again. I've returned back to Turkey. The trip's been a pretty decent one. I put myself under a bit of distress. No, not really. It's just a long trip. Came from Mestia down to Batumi, which are both in Georgia, then Batumi to Trabzon, which is northeastern Turkey, and then from Trabzon down to one of the most southern parts of Turkey, which is, I'm now in Mardin. Straight ahead of us is the Turkish border, basically in the distance. We've got Syria, and then we've got Iraq and Iran, sort of all on a bit of an arch border. I've decided to come to Mardin because it's another one of those beautiful old ancient cities of Turkey with lots of history. It started off as a Roman civilization. Since it's on the edge of the Turkish or the Byzantine Empire back in the day, that it was one of the, I guess, strongholds against the Persians at one point in history. But it's basically got a huge amount of history here, and it's one of Turkey's oldest cities, or still inhabited cities. There's a lot of mosques. As well as churches to see. They're all quite old. It was known as an area where Christians and Muslims lived in harmony for a big part of history. More recently, it's become more of a Muslim-dominated area for various reasons. But basically, there's a bunch of mosques around. Up top there is an old sort of stronghold fortress on top of the hill. It's a UNESCO heritage site now, and you're not able to actually access it. You can walk near it, but you can't get into it. There's a lot to see here. So it's also interesting to be really in an area that feels, I guess, as close to what I can imagine is the Middle East. The population here is much more Kurdish, which originates not from Turkey, but from Iraq, as well as this part of Anatolia, I think it's called. So they're quite an old. That's a very old culture. They speak differently to Turkish, two different languages, Kurdish and Turkish. So it's going to be interesting to get a bit of a difference from something comparing to Istanbul, for example, which is much more cosmopolitan and much more different. So I'll take you around to a few places, but I'm excited. It's nice and hot here, but it feels very different. So I'm excited to sort of explore around and see what I can find. On the main road of Mardin. As you can see, it's quite interesting. A lot of shops for jewellery. Only silver and gold is quite a big thing in this area. So you can come and shop for that. Just walking back this way because there's an old sort of looking building that I'll go and check out. Just got to cross the road. Trying to find a place that's got a double shot flat white on hand, but proving a touch difficult. We'll do our best. Keep moving. It's quite a beautiful old building. So it's seems to be converted into a space for sort of a university / college type deal. As you can see. Here, hot. It's pretty gnarly right now. I've got in front of me the church that I was just walking past. I think, from what I've read, it's one of the Syrian Orthodox Christian churches. What tells me that is apparently they're known for their flat roofs, which is what this has. No sort of cathedral-like looking, towers or anything. It's just flat. And since the Syrian Christian Orthodox community is very small here now, they usually keep it locked. So I've sort of gone all around each side of the church, and all the doors are locked. So I think that's what they said, that some of these churches are locked full time because there's no priests in a small community, but they're here just to stay. Hey. Hello. Walking through the streets, lots of little bottle streets. Need to get tucked in. Meaty. Over. Another day, another bazaar. So, in the heart of... Hello. Assalamu alaikum. So, moving through. So, we're walking through the heart of the Mardin bazaar. Got a fair enough clothes, but some men's stuff as well. Assalamualaikum.
Wat bedenk van het is niet.
Continue through. Assalamualaikum.
Yanaya küçük kabul.